What's up guys, Bluddshed here, bringing you the Witch Doctor Helltooth Chicken Speed Build for Diablo 3 patch 2.6.1 in Season 12. Now I call this Chicken Tooth. I'm very straightforward with my names, but this build is an oldie but a goodie. A lot of this patch, like we've been saying, is buffing old existing builds. So the Chicken Witch Doctor is actually one of the strongest, fastest, best speed builds ever, and it just got better. Okay, so it's the same old Witch Doctor you know, but what they did, the reason why we're covering it, is they buffed the Mask of Jerome. So now the Mask of Jerome does 100% extra damage. So now it does 200% multiplicative damage, and it's for your pets. So the pets are gonna hit way harder than ever. In addition, they buffed the Short Man's Finger, so one of the best single items, if not the best single item in the game, maybe next to Mandeville, as far as multipliers go, got better, right? So now it does up to 650% increased damage, the Short Man's Finger. So yeah, big buffs for the Witch Doctor. This build was already performing in the 90s in the past. I would imagine with these buffs and, you know, a can-do attitude, you should crack into the low 100s. So yeah, definitely possible to crack into the hundreds, and legitimately anyway. If you're new to the build, what your basic combo is you'll be in chicken form, right? Chicken form makes you run super crazy fast. You get that from your Manajuma set. Your explosion has 400% increased damage, and it lasts 15 seconds and gives you crazy movement speed. You pop out on an elite pack, you're gonna group them up. Piranha NATO lasts 4 seconds, and you're gonna Wall of Death through them. So they have to be affected by the ring, right? So Piranha NATO is about 4 seconds, and Wall of Death is 3 seconds. So you can see how it works together. Group them up, and then you have to hit the ring through the center or wherever the elites are. You have to land it on them, otherwise they're not going to be affected. After casting Wall of Death, gain 1700% increased damage for all these abilities, but basically zombie dogs and gargantuan is what's hitting us, and Piranha NATO, and all that is hitting the mobs, right? So you just go from elite pack to elite pack. The good thing is we're just hunting elites in this build, but you don't have to actually use Ingeom. So you're not tied to Ingeom. You're pretty much using this set for your movement speed, kind of like how Crusaders have the pony set. This is like the Witch Doctor set. I'm not using any Paragon in main stat, pretty much nothing. So we'll go ahead and do a quick run since it is a fast build and talk about everything. With this version, we got so much damage for T13. So when you enter the rift, you want to go ahead and cast your dogs, cast your gargs, and you're good to go. Hit Severance, it's going to give you a crazy movement speed boost, and then hit Hex Angry Chicken. We have our first culprit here. Attack them. So I completely whiffed on this guy, but he did walk into it. So you'll notice sometimes your gargs are not attacking the right target. So when that happens, it's okay to resummon them. So that's something that we do often, is we just resummon our gargs. And I'll show you as soon as the cooldown's up. So we hit Severance for a little extra speed boost, pop on an elite pack, group them up, and then Wall of Death through them, and then your gargs are AoE cleaving everything in sight. We are using the Boon of the Hoarder Gold Wrap combo, so we're getting crazy survivability. And now this is with literally like no Paragon, no augments, no funny business. This is just Witch Doctor gear that I've collected over the years. Group them up. Even this charger, we should be okay. As soon as we get more and more gold, you can see our toughness just skyrockets. Super mobile build, super fast and fun. The best just got better, so we're gonna go over here, hunt for more elites. We'll keep doing the combo. One thing also in the build, we are using Boon of the Hoarder Gold Wrap, so that's giving us incredible toughness. You don't have to use a Unity. So you notice with Blood, why are you using a Unity? You want to use Avarice Band in most situations. If you're like me, and you know, my builds are just for real people, man, simulate real situations. I watch other streamers, or I watch Netflix, right? When I'm playing Diablo, I don't just focus on the game. So if I was focusing on the game, I'd use Avarice Band, no problem. I don't always do that. I'm reading Twitch chat and so forth. So I use Unity. I almost never, ever die because of the extra toughness barrier. So in this situation, I'd recast my gargs right on top, and then boom, they would blow them up. It's a crazy cleave damage that you do when they're together. They're cleaving targets. Pop, group, and then Wall of Death, and they just get destroyed. Yeah, like I think it's just better overall. If you're in a group, you can use Avarice. You're probably paying attention a little bit more, and then you have, you know, more people popping gold for you, so you'll have more gold faster and so forth. So that's what I do. But you can see by your toughness, you should stand in explosions because the gold wrap is really good in most situations. You would think Ingeam would be good in this build, but you don't need it. We are running Grave Injustice, so you actually get cooldown. You gain maximum life and mana and reduce the cooldown of all your skills by 1 second when an enemy dies within 20 yards. So you wouldn't need the cooldown from Ingeam. You have pretty much the Ingeam built in, plus the movement speed. It's a crazy cool combo, and it's just built into the set for sure. I'm using the Furnace. You get the elite damage, so you just destroy them, burn them down a lot faster, and then Tasker and Theo. What Tasker and Theo is going to do is increase the attack speed of your pets. I'm using a bunch of dogs in the build, a bunch of zombie dogs. I find with the changes to shortmans, I like zombie dogs. They used to kind of get in the way. I used to use tall man's finger, but I like having the more dogs since their pet damage is increased. I feel like it's almost like they're AoEing more as opposed to just having one big dog. So that's what I like to use. You can see you just blow up the pack and move on. Another Blood Shard Goblin, so let's make sure we hit him, and then he should just get destroyed instantly. Anything else notable about the build? Lifelink, so you don't get ever spiked as much as possible, but you can use Leeching Beast if you like that better. Using Midnight Feast for zombie dog, gargantuan damage, and then you have an extra zombie dog and zombie handler. You have another zombie dog, and then you get more life. So it's all about just doing damage and not dying. Efficient farming, right? Words to live by. As far as legendary gems go, I'm using the Boon of the Hoarder like we talked about. I'm using Bane of the Trap since we're close, they're being affected, doing more damage, and then the Enforcer gem, which is the pet gem. I could do T13 with absolutely no gems with how strong the set is. Obviously it won't be as fast or efficient, but it's possible. I mean, the multipliers alone from the Shortman's Finger will get you into T13 very early next season. So yeah, very mobile build for bounties. Super incredible for bounties. You don't need Nemesis Bracers for bounties because you don't need to pop extra elites or anything like that. So I would pop in the Warzekian Arm Guards. It gives you a burst of movement speed. You don't actually need the elites from the shrines. Another thing I would do is I would probably use the Wreath of Lightning for more movement speed, and the Wreath of Lightning shoots out electricity from your body, and that's gonna proc like the breakable objects, and you're gonna be flying through bounties, absolutely going crazy through bounties, destroying all kinds of stuff. So that's one really good tip to proc your Warzekian is Wreath of Lightning. You can use it on Barb and other classes as well. And as you get stronger and stronger and stronger, you can drop like, you don't want to drop Boon necessarily for bounties, but you could drop like Bane of the Trap and just leave Enforcer, or vice versa. Either one is fine. The multipliers from the set do a lot of damage. I mean, you literally got double damage from the Mask of Jaram, and the Shortman's Finger got buffed a lot also. So you have those there for you. Let me go ahead and do a run with that just to kind of show you the versatility of the set of like farming bounties or just running through the rift really fast, how the Wreath of Lightning works and all that stuff. So you pop your combo and just run, and then eventually you're gonna proc your Wreath and it's just gonna go, right? And also so the Wreath is proccing, right? And then you're gone, and then you're just getting this crazy burst of speed as you're flying through the rift. Sometimes it gets so fast you just start looking at like all these movement speed increases. You just start kind of looking at the minimap instead of anything else because of how fast it is. Let's just run through the halls since we're here too as well. You pop and kill some elites, get that Wreath, and then you're gone. Like just a few hits, it'll proc it. Goodbye, Goblin. Nice knowing you, man. Pop it up and go. You're gonna see just how fast you fly for bounties, or if you're trying to do the speed conquest next season, you'll kill the bosses within 20 minutes and all that stuff. Really nice build, super versatile, oldie but a goodie. Link in the description below. Hope you guys are enjoying the increased level of content. If you're new, make sure to hit that sub button. Also follow me at twitch.tv/bloodshed. Currently I'm streaming Diablo 3 and Destiny every single day, loving both games. I love me some good gameplay and good loot systems, and Diablo and Destiny have that. Both of them have that, so I'm excited about that. Getting ready for Season 12, doing a lot of PTR testing, theory crafting. I'm probably going to roll Monk next season with a slight chance of Hoda Barb. Hoda, a slight chance of Hoda. If you play Chicken Witch Doctor any different way, feel free to share it with the people down below. Just be respectful of everybody's, everybody, right? Be a good person. That's a good thing about games like this. You can build and create whatever types of combos that suit your play style. Me, I'm more of a chill, laid back, so I like a little bit more consistency in my builds. And if you try anything different, let people know, so if people check the comments, they can maybe get inspired by your ideas. If you use Jaunt for more duration or whatever, healing journey might give you some healing back. So yeah, let us know what you use, and I'll see you guys in the next video. This is the Bloodshed, and I'm out of here. Oh, check me out on Patreon. Peace.